Welcome everyone to Get to the Points. I'm Sean Green with Brendon Walsh, Doug Stanhope, talking NFL picks week 13. What's happening, Doug? What's happening, Brendon? How we doing?
I just tweeted 3, 2, 1 showtime for these people.
Yes, let's get
That's
it.
Right.
No gambler bot this week. Although gambler bot coming off a heater.
Gambler bot, I got to say, yeah, Gambler bot was busy this week. He had a corporate gig that he had to do. But Gambler bot, in the 2 weeks that Gambler bot has been around, has gone. Let's see, he's gone 16, 11, and 3.
That's, I mean,
16, 11, and 3. So that's got to be
way better than the other bot that charges you $9.99.
Yeah, Gambler bot's free and way more entertaining.
Yeah, so if you've listened to Gambler bot, you'd be ahead.
I think we did. I think we promoted that. We gave them 6 weeks, which I thought was enough once they started hitting massive losing streaks. But I think we have to spend at least 6. This is week 12, you say?
13.
Okay, yeah. So then we gave them 1 week where we didn't trash them. We just said, hey, let's see how they do. And now we have to trash them as much as we sold them. Like to try to get anyone who bought that because of us to just cancel your subscription.
Yes, to get the credibility back, we have to go out of our way to shit on our former sponsors who claim to have lead pipe locks. But, you know, as pointed out by Gambler bot, any of these robots can beat them.
Maybe you could Venmo. Do you have a Venmo you can put up? Maybe you can Venmo Gambler bot a couple of bucks that you would have spent on your dumb fucking app.
That's not a bad idea. I'll set up a Venmo for Gambler bot.
Now, I just want to double check because I wasn't always paying attention. With Gambler bot, was he making separate picks than you, Brendon, or was he doing picks for you?
Well, I wasn't. I was not around when Gambler bot was here. The first week it was just Gambler bot. Those were his picks solely, and then Gambler bot and Santa Claus were here last week, and I believe their picks matched up mostly.
Okay, so they weren't making separate picks.
No,
you were just following Gambler bot's advice on your own when you were not on camera.
Yes.
Right? Hey, I want to mention something that every Sunday, you know, I have folks over. They come over and I cook up a meal, some jambalaya, some chili, you know, and I have a crock pot. And then people check in. Hey, I'm coming over. Do you need some ice? So I have to keep my phone on. And because of that, you two fucking ladies, you fucking yentas, just blow up my fucking phone and I can't mute it. Just back and forth. Oh fuck! I guess there goes that parlay. Just caught a touchdown. That puts me over the 3, and then you bitch them back and forth, and there's gonna be good dick pics on that. And my phone is literally beep, 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 beep. Hey, text me right now, Brendon. I want you to hear. This is the ringtone I hear every fucking time you guys go back and forth in the group chat.
Are you doing it, Sean?
Oh, I was gonna pull it up.
I got it.
Okay.
All right.
Text of 1 letter.
Yeah, I got it. I'm just gonna find you first. I blocked you. I took you out of my phone when I was mad at you. I just texted you.
Oh man, yes.
Over and over and over.
Turn it off, Grandpa. What are you, my dad?
Maybe you two have your. Well, no, I can't. I tell you, I have friends coming over that say, "Hey, do you need a bag of ice?" etc. So I have to leave it on. Yeah.
He's being a gracious host, and meanwhile, we're messing up his Sunday host mojo with our bullshit about the refs sucking dick and whatever else.
Yeah, whatever else.
I mean, that Thursday game was brutal with the flags. It was out of control.
It was crazy.
Yes.
They should have had that game on Flag Day.
Yeah, I started with a loss. I lost that one. Since we didn't pick it, we got all screwed up this week with the thing and the other thing. So we're doing it Saturday. We didn't get to pick our Thursday game. I'll tell you right now, I lost.
That's an honest handicapper, unlike some handicapping services out there.
I won the one parlay where I had it was just a Dallas money line and Brendon Cook catches a touchdown. I won that $5 parlay.
Yeah, Gambler bot didn't bet on that one. I personally went down. I bet the under, which was turned out to be a really dumb bet.
Well, the primetime unders had been killing it, and then
Monday Night Football, I think all unders it's been.
Yeah,
and I was thinking over, but I was like, you know what? I really did. I talked myself. I said it's Monday night. They're all unders. It's 48. The over unders 48. That's a lot.
Yeah, it was a shootout. It was crazy.
Yeah, but then it was the over. What was the total? Like 94 or some shit.
Yeah,
yeah. It was what
Night Football hit the underrated.
Yeah.
Seattle got the cover. Dallas got the win. Unfortunately, as an Eagles fan, was always rooting against the Cowboys there. I was really annoyed because I had Noah Fant score a touchdown. He scores a touchdown, and then oh no, they blew the whistle. They had gotten the timeout before, so that was really it really pissed me off. But other than that, Seattle got the cover.
Yeah. I live bet it. It looked like they were going to win there for a minute.
Yeah, no, you said you had the live bet at like plus 650, which would have been sweet.
That would have been sweet. That would have canceled
and look at Doug also on the Clamato.
Nice. And I got today. I'm experimenting with the Picante Clamato.
God damn it! You're always one step ahead of me, Walsh.
Well, it's just blame the 7-Eleven. They didn't have the regular.
I'd say you show. I go with you. Show the world what's cool, and we follow you. So I get on the Chelada. You go Picante. Next week I'll have Picante, and you'll have a cool ranch and bacon.
It's still the Chelada, and today I want to be totally
like drinking a salsa.
I've had this nagging cough, sore throat thing. So today I'm doing the triple Ks. Clamato, ketamine, and codeine. The 3 Ks. So
whatever is in your whatever's doing battle with your immune system, that all that stuff's got to knock it out.
It's got to
kill it. Come on, it's no match.
They call that dog whistling. Where is this show for the racists?
Yeah. Our secret KKK messaging.
Oh yeah, I guess the 3 Cs: Clamato, ketamine, and codeine.
All righty. Should we get to the
get
points?
into it? Yeah, that's why people are here. Nobody wants to hear
last
us
week,
jawing.
I tell you what I did last week. I fucking killed it. I went 9-6-1. That's pretty goddamn good.
Not bad.
Hell yeah.
I think that was Gamblerbot did the same. Well, Gamblerbot did 8-6-1. Oh, because Gamblerbot didn't pick the Thursday, I guess.
Gamblerbot forgot about Thursday Night Football.
Oh, yeah. Whatever my pierced cock lock of the week was Kansas City. So I loaded up on that. So one of the 9 of the wins was a fucking big one. Was worth 5 wins. So that's 14-6-1.
And 2 of those wins, if I remember correctly, were biffed field goals, right?
Yeah.
Wasn't that the 2 of my wins were from kickers missing pretty easy field goals.
It was a weird slate, and then especially like the Eagles game, depending on when you got it, that game in overtime, they won by 3. Some people probably had Bills 3.5, but then if you bet it right before the game, it was Eagles minus 2.5. So,
that would have been a good one.
Yeah, that depends really when you got it.
And I'm going to say, if there's anybody who works for the NFL or a professional football team, I guarantee you don't have to pay me. Pick me up as a kicker. I guarantee I will make 100% of my field goal attempts under 50 yards.
That's a great offer.
If I don't do it, you don't have to pay me. What do you have to lose? Pick me up. Take me to training camp.
I'd still ask for like a per diem.
Yeah, Doug is working as your agent here. You can probably get more. You can
pay me for each game. If you pay me for every game up until I miss.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I think Brendon, before you start throwing out figures, why don't you any interested team come through me? I represent Mr. Walsh, and I'll work out the numbers. So don't just go throwing away the whole fucking farm.
Yeah. Talk to my lawyer/agent Doug. Talk to my agent
Doug. Been there before.
And you can email my lawyer, Frank Cum, 69@gmail.com.
You have to know when to come.
Frank knows when to come. All right. Hey,
head on. Apply directly.
We got some games here. First up, Los Angeles Chargers at the New England Patriots. Patriots 5.5 point home dogs. Douglas, what are you doing here?
Where's my goddamn pending wagers page?
Hometown team for Doug.
Go with Brendon.
I got the Brendon. Chargers minus 5.5. They're both dog shit teams, but I believe the Chargers can win this by a touchdown.
Yeah, I took Chargers just because. Yeah, the Patriots look so bad.
I'm surprised Belichick. I really thought after last week's game there would be a press conference afterwards where Belichick, they were telling him he's done.
Yeah, it does seem like he's definitely going to be done at the end of the season.
Yeah,
I would be surprised if he's back, but who knows?
I spent a lot of time in the kitchen. I'll be honest, so I missed a lot of the games that were being played. I'm taking the Patriots plus the 5.5. Both teams are huge disappointments to their parents as well as the fans. So I'm just going to go with the 5.5 points. I'm rooting for the actual numbers, and I think both teams should be in a soup line somewhere.
Yeah.
Sucking cocks. I think they should be sucking cocks to pay for their fucking rent and their broken trailers.
Maybe like instead of a soup line, it's like a cum line where they ladle out big ladles full of NFL cum.
I thought of you. I went to the car wash here in town. The self-service spray wash, and this guy has some fucking Bugatti. I know, some silly, one of those silly like 70s kit cars, sports cars. And he's just, I didn't even get in line because he's just figuring out how to put his credit card because they don't use coins anymore. I wanted to pull up and go, sir, that car is so gay. You should wash that with cum. Just drive away. But smile.
Yeah.
You should only wash that with cum.
Well, I was telling Sean
know when to come.
That this Clamato that I'm drinking, the Budweiser Picante, is probably loaded with sodium. And
salty.
I recently went to the doctor, and the doctor told me that I should watch my sodium because I'm too fat, and he called me fat, so I called my doctor gay. Because both were true.
I was worried it was going to turn into salty cum. Maybe the doctor tasted. I don't know what kind of doctor you're going to. He said,
I got some bad news for you. You're too fat. I said, so what? You're gay. He said, yeah, I know. I said, all right. Oh, but this reminds me.
You celebrated.
This is a prank for everybody to do. I have yet to do this. I keep forgetting about it. But you know how when you go into public restrooms, they have a sign printed out over the toilet that says, please don't flush any paper towels or just please only use toilet paper. Print out signs that say, flush whatever you want down the toilet. We dare you.
And then just staple it on top of it.
Yeah, just tape it over there. Flush whatever you want down there. Our pipes are solid.
Free for all flush fest.
Look at this as a challenge. Like just
what else? Yeah, what are people putting down besides that?
I mean,
I did that once on the road where it was again a Subway place that wouldn't serve me a breakfast sandwich after 11.
Oh, this bastard.
So we all went across the street. There was like a family restaurant all day breakfast. It was way better. But while we were waiting for that, I wrote on a piece of paper, we no longer serve military, no military, no children, and no something. And I went back into the Subway and gently stuck it on the outside of their door so they wouldn't even notice that
handicap need not coming into this restaurant. We don't want you. Wheel your ass somewhere else. Oh yes. Doug, do you have a rating system for your bets this week? Any thoughts on?
I'm gonna go with social diseases.
Okay.
I don't know. I don't have a big range of bets this week. Like the Patriots. There was a lot of $5 bets because I bet just for the show, but then I'll load up later. I know who I'm taking. And the Saints. I guess Saints is next.
Yep, Saints 4-point home dogs against the Detroit Lions.
Oh yeah,
Lions got their ass kicked on Thanksgiving. Maybe a bounce back spot. Saints pretty banged up, missing some of their receivers. What are you doing here, Doug?
That's just a basic herpes. That's just a low herpes, a genital herpes. Right there for $5.
Okay, I was gonna say like lip cold sore, where it's not maybe where you say it's just a regular cold sore, but maybe people get different ideas.
Herpes from a toilet seat.
Well, no, that's I'll get to that.
Oh, okay.
That'll be the next bet.
Brendon, how say you?
I went Lions -4. And let me preface this whole.
I didn't even tell you my team. I took that herpes that. Cock herpes is I have the Saints +4 as well.
I want to go on the record saying that this whole week, there's not one game that I like this week.
It's a weird slate of games because there's some ugly games and then there's a couple of good games that are tight spreads. But
there's some good ones coming, but they're not close.
Oh yeah,
they're still in the fucking basement here.
Yeah. Speaking of the basement, Jets 2-point home dogs against the Atlanta Falcons. Tim Boyle starting a guy who had like double the number of interceptions than he had of touchdown passes in college. And he basically admitted the only reason he got in the league was that he was like good friends with Aaron Rodgers and got a lot of recommendations. It was a hilarious press conference. Jets are a home dog here. Jets are a tough watch. But the Falcons aren't great on the road. Doug, what are you doing here?
The Falcons, they're tied for first place, right?
Yeah. And they have a losing record. Yeah.
So that's see, now this is where you have the upper herpes. These top herpes way worse than lower herpes because you can put on pants. I guess now you could wear a mask if you have. There's nothing worse. Like I'm so glad I only have herpes on my dick because the fucking Derek's been coming around with this big shiny fucking. That was Hedberg's stroke was Carmex, the lip balm. It doesn't cure cold sores, but it makes them shiny and more noticeable.
Yeah, Carmex, the cold sore highlighter.
Yeah.
Yes,
more like a cold sore highlighter. You never get cold sores, Doug? I find that hard to believe.
No, not on my fucking lips. And
you never got on your lip, huh? I get them occasionally.
I fucking herp downstairs anymore. I use my dick for pissing, and that's it.
You just sound like your penis is a burden at this point.
It is, and the fucking balls. I was threatening to
go trans. Now's a good time. A lot of guys your age this is the age that a lot of guys pick to go trans.
The balls are just so pointless, and my balls hang so bad, and then you get the fucking rashy in the fucking summer. You can't visit humid places. Why do I need balls? And I when you tweet something like that, I'm just having my balls removed because they're nothing but a nuisance. And like 80% of the people seem to take you seriously.
No,
dude, you won't have any testosterone then. So what do I need testosterone for?
I mean, Doug, how would you become trans for just to see what it's like?
Show.
I'd go straight up Barbie G.I. Joe.
Barbie, so just
completely remove everything.
Yeah, I sit to piss anyway.
Me too. That's the way to go.
Out of comfort.
Are you sitting down to pee ever, Sean?
It depends on the situation.
I mean, not in public bathrooms, obviously. But,
no. Let me think.
At home, I'm 99% sitting down.
Well, especially if you live with a woman. And then you got to deal with the, once in a blue moon where you forget to put the seat down, you never hear the end of it. So yeah, there's certain times where maybe middle of the night the seat's already down.
I just think it's better. It's better that
there
way.
is less.
It's relaxing. It's a sign of wealth. I have a whole bit on my new special. If I ever put the fucking special out,
it's a sign of wealth.
In May, I even flew this guy over from Australia to help me edit it, and we've done nothing but drink.
Yeah, well, that's how it goes with you
for a month. But yeah, the whole bit about sitting to pee, and because the other part is at a certain age, you don't know what's going to go on. Really, my asshole gives up less resistance than the Capitol Police. That's a bit. Stay tuned for that special. But
have you watched Louis
commentary?
Louis Katz's new special is really funny. Have you watched that on YouTube?
No, but I promoted it, and that's really what counts.
Yeah, that's a true.
Well, you know what? I watched it and promoted it. And it's funny. Wow. He talks about sitting down to pee, and he says he does little shits every now and then. And he says, "That's right, folks. I'm microdosing."
That's a great line.
And he had another.
All right, well, I'm on the record. Louis Katz. I filmed my sitting to pee bit in May.
Yeah, then start some beef.
Yeah, I always wanted to start a beef with someone. And just back when websites were actually people read each other's websites because social media wasn't around, I wanted to start a beef around the Mencia, Rogan, Louis C.K., Dane Cook, because all it did was raise both of their profiles.
Yeah.
And I wanted to just pick someone randomly that, like, the one I came up with was Jim Gaffigan.
Oh, he's a great guy.
I know. And just make up this whole beef. Like, whatever. I hit on his girlfriend or his wife, and then like whatever, and just like write a huge either apology or explaining it as though everybody knows about the beef. So anyone reading my website would be, hey, I haven't heard about this. Evidently, this is a thing.
You had the Hot Pocket stuff before he even came up with it.
I thought of another funny thing of Louis' thing. He's talking about he used this weed lube, is like, they have lube, it has like THC in it. He said he had sex with his girl, then her pussy started queefing conspiracy theories. It's going like
you guys just all went black right then for a minute, so I don't know what I missed. But
oh man, you missed
I caught on the queefing conspiracy theories, and that's all I needed to hear. Let's move on with the bets.
Jets. Are you doing Jets or Falcons, Doug?
Oh, I'm taking the Falcons, and that's yeah, that's right. That's the Falcons, and that's the upstairs fucking shiny, glistening lip herpy.
Little Carmex.
I took Jets plus 2.
It is.
Yeah, this one's
it's a garbage game. I'd say stay away from it. But Jets plus 2 is what I did. But it's a coin, or flip a coin. It's probably a better way to go.
This has playoff implications. Of course, Atlanta's going to be hot and ready. They want to break. They want to break even and make the playoffs.
Where are they? What are they first place in the
NFC South? So Falcons they're 5-6. They're tied with the Saints. They have the tiebreaker above them right now. So if the playoffs started today, the Falcons would be in. And then on the other side, Aaron Rodgers keeps threatening to maybe come back.
Yeah.
I don't know how, but they're 4-7. If they win this game, they're 5-7.
So they could go to the playoffs.
They would need a lot. They would need to, go on a heater here towards the end and maybe get in as a wild card.
Man, so that'd be great if Aaron Rodgers comes back and just carries them through to Super Bowl victory.
Yeah. Or someone had a joke about how Aaron Rodgers' Achilles has a chance to do the funniest joke ever of him coming back and then just immediately blowing it out on the first play once again. Arizona Cardinals, your Cardinals, Doug, head to Pittsburgh against the Steelers. Steelers a big favorite here, 6.5 points. Brendon, how say you? Steelers Cards.
I've been going against the Steelers all season, and they've been fucking proving me wrong. But I just feel like I like 6.5. I don't think the Steelers are going to beat them by more than a field goal if they do.
Yeah, I mean, I picked the Steelers, but Cardinals coming in the back door is certainly possible there. Doug?
I usually go with Pittsburgh. Over the years, I think Pittsburgh has probably made me the most money, even though they're my least favorite team, least favorite fans. I took Pittsburgh plus 5.5, and it's supposed to be really shitty, rainy, heavy rain. I just Googled, and we talked about this on the group text. Maybe we should get one lucky fan to join us in the group.
Oh,
text.
That would be great. Just throwing a random listener to the Get to the Points group text.
Yeah, and their fucking phone can go ding, ding, ding all fucking day long too.
They can deal with it.
Oh yeah, and that way you can, if you're a loner, which anyone listening to this or
probably might be,
probably a lone wolf, fucking stockpiling bullets. Yeah, that way you can look really important at the bar. Just sit down and go, God damn it, like it's work calls every time.
Oh man, Doug Stanhope keeps blowing up my line with these photos of NFL players.
Is Doug Stanhope? Turn your phone off.
You're not working. Indianapolis Colts, 1-point road favorite in Tennessee against the Titans. Doug, I'm interested in your thoughts on this matchup. AFC South also has potential playoff implications. Colts are in the playoffs right now. No Jonathan Taylor.
I think Walsh and I are kind of in the same boat on this. We keep going back and forth with. I've been going consistently Indy, and they fuck me half the time. So I think I'm due to get fucked, but I'm still taking Indy. I got it minus 2.5.
I got it at -1, and I feel like the Colts. I just feel like the Titans. I kind of am. I have been rooting for the Titans, but they haven't shown anything They're a pretty bad football team.
Yeah, they've been playing like shit. They beat the Panthers, but again, Panthers probably the worst team in the league by a wide margin. Colts, now they're without Jonathan Taylor. Gardner Minshew, fun guy to root for.
Yeah.
They've won 3 in a row, but it hasn't looked pretty.
Oh, they've won 3 in a row. I didn't know that.
Yeah, but again, they won like 10-7 or 10-6 in Germany against the Patriots. There's some ugly wins in there.
Who did the Giants just beat last week?
Giants beat the Patriots 10-7 as well.
Did you see that clip of the two guys? The guy goes, "You lucky we ass."
That was just the most honest. And apparently all his teammates are mad at him. And he goes, all right. He was mad because he had to get up and apologize to the team for saying that he goes, "You're lucky we're ass." But he goes, "But fuck them for putting that clip out." He goes, "I didn't realize the other player was mic'd up." And so it wasn't even he was mic'd up. The other guy was mic'd up. "You're lucky we ass."
You lucky we ass.
What a great line.
Yeah.
Bingo's Miami Dolphins heading up to DC against the Washington Redskins, aka the Commanders, aka the football team.
Yep.
No longer have Jack Del Rio, who famously got in trouble for describing the January 6th incident as a dust up at the Capitol. Thought people should get over it. He's no longer the defensive coordinator. Commanders 10-point home underdogs.
He lost his job for saying that?
No, he lost his job because he was really bad, but he did catch some grief because he goes, everyone's all worked up about a little dust up at the Capitol. It was just, I cracked up him describing it as a dust up. It was just a funny, phrase.
Term.
Doug.
Well, lucky bingo. There we are.
Ooh, yes.
Dolphins -10, fucking -20. It's going to be a fucking a blowout. It's going to be. This is a genital mice. That's what it's like.
Genital mice.
Yeah. That's way stronger than a herpes or anything like that. I have genital mice, and I have. Where's the money on this? Fucking Miami. Come on. Oh, that's last week. That's why. God damn it, I suck.
I'll go. I'll give you mine.
It's only $10, but.
Miami, I have Miami -10 as well, but there's an asterisk next to it because I feel like I don't know. I might change. I haven't put that bet in yet.
Miami should be able to beat Washington. It's just maybe like backdoor, some garbage time stuff. How much does Miami care about this game? Maybe Washington with the new defensive coordinator, they do something, but. Miami's offense against Washington's defense, it's really going to be a handful.
Well, we should see if we can get them to change their name to the Washington Foreskins.
Yeah, has
that ever been floated out there?
That is a common. I've heard that as an insult from honestly, from Washington fans. When they're mad, they call them the fucking Foreskins.
Oh, really?
Yes. My buddy, who's a big Redskins Commander fan, when he's talking shit on his own team, he uses Foreskins.
Okay.
But yeah, maybe you could get like a Briss sponsor to do the stadium.
Maybe if Frank's would sponsor their stadium, they could be the Red Hots.
Yeah, there you go. Oh man, I own. We've talked about this before, Doug, but I still own Frank's Red Hot Comedy Tour, franksredhotcomedy.com.
Is that when you were just?
Didn't you have Frank's Red Hot itself?
No, I just had franksredhotcomedy.com, franksredhotcomedytour.com. I didn't have they had their own website.
Oh, I thought you somehow scammed just the Frank's Red Hot. And
no.
You were wondering.
So wait, what was that? You were just you were co-opting a bunch of brands, and
I just wanted to. I thought it was a good idea for a comedy tour, and I kept tweeting about it and tweeting to them, and they ignored me. So then I started being mean to them because their saying is I put that shit on everything. And I'm like, well, why are you referring to your food product as shit?
Exactly.
That doesn't seem like a smart thing to do. But Frank's is great. It's my favorite hot sauce, and the offer still stands. I'll delete those tweets. And Frank's Red Hot Comedy.
Yeah, go ahead.
Doug would headline it.
Get my bottle of Frank's Red Hot to put it up. But yep, I have it every day. I put it on salmon. I bet no one else puts it on salmon.
Really?
Yep. I put it in my jambalaya. I put it on my salmon.
Yeah, well, it's great. It's good stuff. It's the best buffalo wing sauce is made from Frank's.
Ooh,
so
yeah.
Frank's,
buffalo wing sauce. I also put that on salmon.
Yeah.
Denver Broncos 3-point underdogs in Houston against the Texans. Doug, are you buying the Broncos? They've won 5 games in a row.
Oh wow.
I bet the Broncos preseason. I bet Dallas preseason to win the Super Bowl, and I also took $10 on the Denver Broncos to win the Super Bowl. And because I know that the NFL is scripted, you know it. But then what happens? Writers strike. Now the writers are back, and the Broncos are right back on course to win the Super Bowl. So I get the Broncos because that's the way the NFL wants Sean Payton to be remembered. I get, let's see what I put on that. The Broncos is right there, $10. Yes, that's just an untreated Tuskegee syphilis bet.
Shout out to the Tuskegee Airmen. Brendon, how say you? Denver Broncos, Houston Texans.
I got Denver +3 as well. That seems like a no-brainer to me. But like Doug said, it is all scripted, and the whole 5-game winning streak. Betting against the streak is something that my boyfriend Doug instilled in me at a young age when we were touring together.
Yep, that's baseball mostly though.
Yeah,
that's the MLB. I got it at 3.5.
Oh yes, yeah. There were some 3.5s earlier in the week. Carolina Panthers are getting 3.5. Wow, this is down. It was as high as 5.5.
5.5. Yeah, I got 5.5. I bet this shit on time, mates.
Yeah, sharp handicapping by Mr. Stanhope over there. Panthers +3.5 in Tampa Bay against the Bucks. Panthers just fired their head coach Frank Reich. A bunch of guys on their staff. They're getting their good cornerback JC Horn back. Baker Mayfield on the other side. He's a little banged up, but you got Panthers +5.5. Why do you like the Panthers this week, Doug?
Because I'm rooting for the Panthers to win, so Arizona has a chance at that fucking being the. I don't care when I want Arizona to be the worst team. It's not because of the draft pick. You see, it's not because hey, we're going to get it. Who gives a shit? Most draft picks don't pan out anyway. If they're going to be bad, I want them to be the worst. Yes. My team's going to lose. I don't want the second worst team.
Yeah, no, it was like when you were losing.
Fuck the fattest woman in the world, but I wouldn't fuck the second fattest woman in the world. The fattest is funny. It's funny.
The fattest. If you fuck the fattest woman in the world, that is a legendary story. That's like a solid 15-minute bit. The second fattest or like the top 10 fattest. It was like when you were losing all those picks to Michael Bean. If you lost 4 in a row, it's not interesting.
The old days.
Yeah, back in the old days. But you lose 9, 10, 11 in a row. That's when it gets interesting.
I do find some comedic value in fucking the third fattest woman in the world.
Well,
because then it's like there's a specific rating system. And she's still the tubby. She's super tubby still.
If she was officially ranked somewhere, yes.
Yeah. Brendon Walsh would occasionally say, or maybe it was just the once, but I still think of it and laugh. Where some lady is mouthing off to him and he goes, "Hey lady, I made over $80,000 in this business last year."
60,000.
Whatever.
Yeah. Or maybe it was 80.
It's a middling number. And he said it with such arrogance and disdain.
I had someone, I should have tweeted that back. Someone was, some guy was yelling at me on Twitter for my comedy clip I posted, and he's like, "You're trying to fool everyone by wearing a hat in your profile photo." I'm like, "What do you mean? I know I'm bald. The clip of me is I'm doing stand up and I am not wearing a hat. You can see I don't have hair." And he was just still really mad at me for my clip. And he goes, "Stop trying to fool people with your profile photo." I'm like, I like the Eagles. I'm wearing an Eagles hat.
I had a guy giving me shit for getting hair transplants. And I'm like, no, I'm fucking bald as fuck. We saw the back. What, I got hair transplants just up here in the front, but not all the way down to a hairline?
Well, it looks natural, Doug. You would have no idea.
Yeah.
So vain.
What was the game? Where were we?
Where were we? Great question. We're talking Panthers Bucks. You said you got Panthers +5.5. Which it was earlier in the week.
Yeah, because I want them to win. I want the Arizona to lose.
Yes.
And I want to have the worst. I want to be the fan of the worst team. I jump off bandwagons. I'm not like you people.
Well, and
I've been rooting for the Panthers all season, and I jumped off that bandwagon. I got Tampa Bay at -3.5. So
Tampa Bay at 3.5, I think Bucks winning by 4. I could actually see happening.
Yeah.
I took the Panthers because of the new coach, getting rid of their coach. It seems like you get a little bit of a bounce from the team there. So I got it at 5.5 with Doug earlier. Game of the week. We got the game of the year, maybe.
Oh, yeah.
According to the 49ers and all their trash talking. San Francisco 49ers are somehow 3-point favorites in Philadelphia.
Explain that. You know what? I called Brendon Walsh on the telephone. I was driving, so I had to call like a normal old school, old fashioned dad thing. I said, "Hey, I was driving, so I called you. Then maybe you can kill a few minutes of my drive and explain to me how the fuck Philadelphia is a 3-point dog. Am I missing out on something?" And the fucking cunt never called me back.
I never called him back. I got
he still hasn't called me back.
I got the voicemail.
Call him back.
Well, we've been texting. I'll call you back right now. Then I guess okay.
Return the call, Brendon.
Yeah,
That's
it is rude. You know what? It has been bothering me that I didn't call him back. I think I was doing my podcast, the World Record podcast.
Oh yeah, check that out. Make sure you subscribe to that.
All 11 people are watching this.
Smash that subscribe button. Get in over there. I think what they would say is, well, the Eagles, they're dealing with a couple injuries on the defensive side. San Francisco played on Thursday. They have a couple days of extra rest. They're super motivated, but this Eagles team.
Sean. No, that's what you'd say. What Brendon Walsh would say is something completely different. Like,
that's true.
Oh, well, it's because it's a home game in San Francisco, and all of the defensive line of Philly is here. We'll see what he has to say. This is it.
Yes.
Hey, you gotta make this quick. I'm gonna call.
Yeah, I got your message about the Eagles. I don't know why they would be 3-point underdogs. I think it's because they just haven't been playing that well, even though they've been winning.
But I thought you were going to say that their defense is all gay guys in there, and San Francisco, so they're going to go down and be poppers all night and fuck each other's asses.
Well, I did hear that they replaced the offensive line with a cum-stained bed sheet. So
you have to know when to come.
All right, I got to go. I'm in the middle of something.
That was some cutting edge San Francisco / equals gay commentary. Those jokes.
I didn't say that.
Man, they're hard to. I am an edgelord. I have a tramp stamp that says edgelord, and then I make gay. This is first of all. I get the pick, against Michael Bean. I get to pick the game. So I'm picking fucking games that are good games, like the game of the century. So I picked that, and I sent that off to him. And I told him that I'm on an unprecedented 3-game winning streak.
Yeah.
Which he didn't. Yeah. So he took he took San Francisco -3.
Well,
and I said, I was hoping you'd say that. I don't know.
The game's in Philadelphia.
The Verhelst House is the local rehab, drug and alcohol rehab, and they oftentimes have the Verhelst House yard sale where it's all just like trash, like side of the road furniture and stuff. Always the same stuff most of the time, and broken fans. It's just a whole lot full of utter garbage. But for some reason, there's these 2 Michael Bean movies that are in half the box. It's like a flea market size of just rows of boxes of shit and fucking an old spatula next to an Irma Bombeck book. But there's like dozens of this movie called The Girl starring Michael Bean, and then Hidden in the Woods starring Michael Bean. So I went out with the Australian with their he's got some good hidden camera gadgets. You'd have a fucking blast here. You got to come out, Brendon. And we just went through, and and they're all in different boxes, and they're all sun-worn. They're trashed because they keep going out every yard sale, and they're fucking, and I'm just going through every box row by row. Oh, here's a couple more. The girl, Hidden in the Woods. And how Michael Bean might be up 6.
He's frozen.
Oh no!
Oh no, you're frozen, Doug.
Fucking in a outside of a rehab clinic.
Well, you cut out for a little bit.
Cut out for a second, but you're
still kind of.
I do recall the
tell Bingo to get off the internet.
Stop, yeah, stop or bit torrenting of old Michael Biehn movies.
Yeah.
I do remember that when we were doing the rating system of Michael Biehn, like IMDb movies, Hidden in the Woods was a very, very small bet.
Or you could you could make Christmas tree ornaments out of them.
Oh, that's a great idea. Very
hang them in the tree in front of Michael Bihn's yard.
Well, I get a video that just says that his career ended up just like these videos, dumped outside of a fucking outside of a rehab clinic.
Left for dead outside of a clinic.
In a rehab clinic yard sale.
Now, do the proceeds go to the rehab? Is that the idea? Like, hey, we're going to sell all this old shit and
here's what's going to happen. And I think I've alluded to it. I was dropping him off at his house one day and his wife was having a yard sale. So I jump out and I say, hey, there's 2 pieces of nice luggage, 2 black roller bags, high dollar fucking name brandy shit. And I go, I'll take those. How much? And she goes, no, just take them. His wife. And I go, no, you have to take some money. And I have a 5 in my hand and he snatches it. I go, yeah, $5 then. The bags home. Well, in one of the bags was that she had the zipper pocket in the middle. She had not cleaned it out. Well, she had a pair of her used fucking dirty underwear wedged into a corner. So I call him up and I've been busting his balls ever since. I got your wife's fucking dirty underwear. I'm going to frame it and put it on my wall.
Sell to a Japanese business.
Down after the Super Bowl, after the end of the season, if I'm down any money to him, which I'm right now, still 600 in the hole, I am selling those fucking underwear on eBay for $1 more than what I owe him.
Oh, nice.
So I'm going to make $1 from that the season, and I'm going to spend it on 2 for 1. I'm going to get The Girl and Hidden in the Woods from the Verhelsthaus yard sale with the $1 that I win from him.
All right. Cleveland Browns +4 against the Los Angeles Rams. Brendon, you taking the 4 points? Or you taking the Rams? Joe Flacco, Delaware native, looks to be starting for the Browns here.
I like Joe Flacco. He's been around for a while.
Joe Flacco.
I'm going to take Cleveland +4. I mean, the Rams are just not good. So
yeah, I like the half point. I get 3.5, and I like the half point on the Browns, but only for $5. That's like athletes' balls. That's so.
Little jock itch. Never hurt anyone.
Oh, Doug, I owe you $40 so far too. I'll pick another tie game this one and keep that going too.
I like that tie game.
The tie game thing. What were the odds? 50-1, 40-1. Well, you can pick the odds. When I pick the game, you pick the odds, and I'll put $20 on it.
Oh, you know what I looked up? Who's wearing throwbacks? Week 13. I just looked that up, and it said the Seahawks. So I guess if we search that every week. We were talking about that on the boop, 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 boop about it seems like teams that wear throwbacks fucking win at a heavy rate. And I don't know where you find that statistic, but go ahead.
No. It is a great trend. And the Seattle didn't win, but they did cover. And yes. I will send one of our data guys, one of the nerds we got working for us, to figure out if there is a good trend there. Cause I think you're onto something. I don't know if it's just like big games or whatever, but there's something.
I've noticed. Well, no, it's because I've noticed just us doing this, where I say, if I'd have known they were going to wear throwbacks, I would have bet on them. And it seems like I should have every time I say that. But I did say also the Saints are going to be wearing their all black, so we both went with the Saints, so that's a good thing.
Good sign there. Kansas City Chiefs are laying 5.5 points to the Green Bay Packers. Packers 5.5 point home dogs for Sunday night football. Doug, what do you like here? Packers or Chiefs?
Yeah, this is my double AIDS, strong fucking low T cells, high dollar. Double AIDS is where you have AIDS, but you don't tell anyone, and then you go out and indiscriminately fuck other people, but you accidentally fuck someone with AIDS.
Cancels itself out. It's a double negative.
Yeah, so I got 50 on this, obviously, with the Chiefs. That's 5.5.
Mahomes.
Yeah, maybe it's the Magic Johnson AIDS where you get put on a bunch of weight, seem really healthy for 40 years, and completely fine.
He'll outlive us all.
He really
He's
will.
Outlived a handful of my friends so far.
It's
AIDS
crazy.
Killed all my crabs. Thank you.
Chiefs Packers. What are we doing, Brendon?
That's a toss up I feel like, I'm looking at my slip here and I have Green Bay plus 5.5 written down, but I think I'm going to go back on that. That seems like a no brainer. I think the Chiefs are going to beat them by a touchdown easily.
Yeah. I mean, Chiefs, maybe it would be a letdown spot, but it's Sunday Night Football. So I think they get up for it.
Showtime Mahomes.
Yeah.
Monday night, Cincinnati Bengals versus the Jacksonville Jaguars. Jaguars, a 9-point favorite on Monday night. Their running back Travis Etienne a little banged up. They're missing their left tackle, of course. Bengals without their star quarterback Joe Burrow. Jake Browning making his first road start. That's why we got a big spread here.
So what is wrong with Burrow?
He blew out like his arm tendon, so he's just like
from jacking it, right?
Yeah, he blew out his flip-flop, stepped on a pop top. Cut his heel back home.
Yeah, and the changes in latitude down in Jacksonville could make this a pretty interesting game for the Parrot Heads down there.
Yep, I love Jacksonville. If the Cardinals won a Super Bowl and I was going to jump off that bandwagon, I would be a Jacksonville fan.
Mm-hmm. Well, they got what's it called? The Eagles' old coach there too. So
Doug P.
Yeah,
Dougie P.
Yeah, I like the Jacksonville. I got, what did I get it at? 9 points. That's just your regular fucking $10. So yeah, that's a gonorrhea Perlman bet right there.
Brendon, how say you?
This is another one. I got an asterisk next to it. I have Cincinnati plus 9 written down, but yeah, I like the Jaguars too. It's just the 9 points seems like a lot with them, but maybe without Burrow, this is just going to be a bloodbath. So
yeah, I mean,
that's a real coin toss for me. I'm going to have to.
I went back and forth. Jags seem to struggle at home as big favorites, but Bengals, they don't really have a ton to play for. I think they kind of realize their season is fucked. I took it just because 9 points is a lot, but I did not feel good about it.
You took Bengals plus 9?
Yeah, I did. But
yeah, that's what I have here. I might switch that. So
yeah, you should switch that.
Listen to.
Did you take out the Dolphins? By the way, I forget. I didn't listen.
I did the Dolphins. I have Dolphins minus 10 with an asterisk because I don't know.
Dolphins.
I don't know.
Everybody likes the Dolphins.
Are you going to visit Frank Cum in the bathroom?
Oh, Bingo, big Dolphins fan.
Shake out that Dolphins hair. She just got a dyed for this week's game.
Woo! Oh, nice.
What's up, Bingo?
Hi.
Where's your Peloton bike? Wait, we still have to do the Monday night.
Yeah,
Thursday night.
Oh no, that was Monday night.
Thursday.
Oh, you're right. The following Thursday, we already have the line up. New England Patriots are getting 6.5 points in Pittsburgh against the Steelers on the short week.
Wait, that's next Thursday's game.
Yes.
Yeah. Oh wait. Oh yeah, Jacksonville's Monday. Okay, Thursday. What was it again?
Patriots are 6.5 point dogs in Pittsburgh against the Steelers.
Yeah, okay.
I'm gonna
Pittsburgh, no question.
I took Steelers minus 6.5 as well.
Yeah. I mean, you got to just keep fading this Patriots team until we see something out of them.
Yeah,
they suck.
Yeah. Can we do this again on Saturday next week? Because I'll be traveling for a couple of days. Flying.
Sure, Saturday's good. I like Saturday.
Saturday next week. I know.
Sounds good.
The fans it's tough because a lot of people count on Thursdays, but since we picked Thursday now. All right, I'll be home next Saturday, and I'd rather do it then.
Works for me.
Yeah, sounds good.
Sounds good.
Maybe Brendan Walsh's cough will go away. His nagging cough called Amanda.
I'm taking a lot of medication to drown out both of those things.
He'll be in a codeine-induced coma for the next episode.
Codeine, ketamine, Clamato, the 3 keys to victory.
Let's
go Franks.
Hey, Doug is getting his.
I got 3 things to tell you. 3 things. Hang on.
Hi.
Hey, what's happening, Bingo?
Not much.
Hey, Bingo.
Just got a tattoo.
Oh,
Let me see.
It's really gross, though.
Yeah.
Is it the Philly Fanatic?
Alice, hang on. This is a bonus. This is bonus for you, everyone.
Is this live?
Yeah, it's live.
This is the Patreon now. This is Patreon now.
Set it down here.
Well, okay.
Sit down. And
I got a name. Okay.
Sit down.
Sit down, he said. Sit.
It's on my callus. It's so gross.
Hey, that's a tattoo.
Sit down.
Okay.
On the callus.
I want it on the callus because
you don't have to have your face in there. I'll get you. She had.
Looks like frostbite.
Bug.
It's the lighting really.
It says bug. I wasn't sure. I wasn't committed. I thought it'd fall off, but it's a real tattoo.
You just cured thousands of foot fetish guys of their foot fetish.
Oh no!
or turned on a couple.
When I showed the guy my foot, he's like, "Whoa, that is gross," and I said, "I know it's gross."
All right, so I want to put this out there. There's 3 things you should take away from this podcast today. It's Frank's Red Hot. This is the wings version. Salmon. And Jennifer Bean's panties, which will be going on sale after the Super Bowl for however much I still owe Mike the Bean.
Oh man. Well, I don't think we're going to top that. Thank you everyone for tuning in. We'll see you next Saturday.
See you next Saturday, folks.
Get to the points.